The New York Giants have done it. They've had their dream scenario. They managed to go out and get a franchise edge rusher and still managed to land arguably the best tackle in the draft in Alabama's Evan Neal. Now, Evan Neal is still 21 years old. Doesn't turn 22 until September, I believe. So he's going to be 21 for a while now, going into the season. And he is one of the best tackles in football. And you know what? He's got a very versatile background. He played left guard, started left guard as a freshman in 2019, then played left tackle in 2020, and then or played right tackle in 2020, and then left tackle this past season in 2021. He was good every year, and he improved every year as well, especially in pass protection. And throughout his entire college career, only 5 sacks and 36 pressures allowed in his entire college career. There are players that in the NFL or even college football who allow that much pressure, that many pressure and sacks in just 1 year alone. And Neal was only penalized once this past season, and a lot of guys who are going to be taken highly in this draft were penalized anywhere between 8 to 16 times this past year, and Neal was penalized once. So this is a huge get from the New York Giants, who immediately improve on both sides of the football in the trenches. Get Kayvon Thibodeau to play along the defensive front, and Evan Neal to play at tackle. Now, which tackle spot will he play? I imagine he'll play right tackle, because one, he has a history of playing right tackle at a high level, and two, you just finally got Andrew Thomas, who had a disastrous rookie year, to look really good at left tackle this past year. There's really no reason to go moving him around now. Just enjoy the fact that he's a solid franchise left tackle, and he's a young tackle still developing, and put Evan Neal at right tackle and just go with it. I mean, don't question it. Just take it and run to the bank. And of course, Evan Neal is a freakish athlete. He's 6'7.5", 337 pounds, and 34-inch arms. So you got all the measurables you could ever ask for. There are some concerns about maybe his upper body. He leans over a little bit. He kind of doesn't have as much natural bend as you want. His hands are sometimes a little bit too far from his body, and defensive players can swap them away and get up underneath him. There's some concerns about leverage as well. But overall, in terms of the tackles in this draft, if Ekwonu is more of the run-blocking tackle and Charles Cross is the pass-blocking tackle, Evan Neal is the perfect middle ground between both those guys. A solid pass blocker, still improving on that front, and a really good run blocker as well, who has the natural size and mass to just create space in the running game. So I think Evan Neal is going to really improve the New York Giants, and he could potentially be the best offensive lineman they have going next year, looking at their line right now, which is much improved this offseason. So again, a huge offseason for the New York Giants. Joe Shane's first year as general manager, Brian Daboll's first year as head coach, and things are looking much better for New York.